Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 75246. This is the LEGO Star Wars Death Star Cannon, which released in fall 2019, containing 159 pieces and 2 minifigures for $19.99. And this was, strangely, like one of the only non-Rise of Skywalker sets released in the fall 2019 wave. It's a little bit strange, but, you know, I guess it was sort of interesting. And here's the instruction booklet as far as the other sets that were out at the time. You can actually kind of, well, that came out at the same time. You can kind of see them in the back here, and you can see literally the only ones that were not from the Rise of Skywalker were this one and the Yoda, the little character set. So, you know, this was kind of a weird choice for that release slot. It also had an ad for the Skywalker Saga, which no longer was coming out in 2020. But, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty small, simple set, and, you know, it's not a super duper interesting piece of source material to make a set on, and not something that I would have gone out of my way to buy, but I did find this on clearance for not even $11, for $4, which is a steal, so I bought it at that price. So let's take a look and see. Hopefully it was at least worth my $4. So here's the full build, and I mean, it's a relatively small, relatively simple thing, though it's kind of like, it kind of feels a little bit disjointed because you have this one like gun that kind of takes up most of the thing, and can't even spin all the way around because of this kind of doorway. And then you have the kind of shield thing that Obi-Wan has to deactivate in A New Hope, and I am fairly certain that they were not right next to each other, but I mean, maybe they were, I guess. But basically, even if they were like right next to each other, even if that is accurate, I don't think it makes for a very good set, because you really don't have much like space for Obi-Wan to do his shield thing. He can barely stand here. Like, he can stand on the very end there. You can flip the lever all the way up and he can stand there, but like, he really does not have much of a platform there. Yes, I know he did have to sneak around it, but and like, there wasn't a ton of space in the actual movie, but you know, it feels like you should have a little bit more space than that. And, you know, you can't stand here because of, I mean, I guess he barely can. But you can't deactivate it while he's standing there. But anyway, the point of this section, there is the one printed control panel that Obi-Wan can press, and once he presses it, you go like that, and it deactivates, which is a decent enough feature on its own. The one minor complaint I have there is that if you try to pick this up, this may fall out, because it is just kind of resting in there. It's not actually physically attached, but you know, it's okay for what it is. And you have the ice cream cone on top that allows you to pick it up pretty easily. So that works decently enough, I guess, for a set of this size. The doorway here is just a doorway. I guess it does feel like a Death Star doorway, but it doesn't lead to anywhere. There's nothing you can attach. There's no other sets that this is designed to connect with or anything. It's just kind of there. So, you know, I guess that's okay. I don't know what these clips are supposed to be for. They're not really advertised to, oh, actually, I guess they are advertised to do something, which is kind of a lame something. But basically, you can take your extra spring-loaded shooter missiles and you can stick them on here. So, I guess, sure, I guess that's convenient, but it looks kind of dumb. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that personally, but I usually kind of just will leave the spring-loaded missile in there and shoot it when necessary. But yeah, you can't turn this all the way around again still, which is kind of unfortunate. This gear at the back doesn't do anything, it's just for looks. The front of the cannon looks okay. You can move it up and down, which is reasonably useful, I suppose. I don't really know exactly what you're supposed to be shooting at with this cannon, which is the other problem with this set, because, I mean, I guess you can shoot at Obi-Wan, but that's kind of a little bit overkill, I think. And the other side, you know, you can see this as maybe a ladder if someone wanted to climb up on top of the gun and do mains or something. I guess that could be kind of fun. But basically, the way that it works is you just shoot off the spring-loaded missile like that. And yeah, it's okay. You know, it's fine. The overall build of the cannon is fine. It does have the seat there for the person to be attached to it. But yeah, that's kind of all it is. Though this set does have 2 minifigures, which are kind of interesting. We'll start off with the Death Star gunner. This particular figure's parts have appeared in 4 different sets, though kind of a little bit different there. The helmet, I believe, was introduced in the new version of the Death Star, and then was also used in the Solo Imperial Convex transport, which I do have, and yeah, the helmets are the same there. The torso and legs are different from the Convex version, though. And this same exact figure, identical to this one, was also in the 2019 Advent calendar. So, you know, it's not an exclusive figure by any means, but it's not super ridiculously common. So it's kind of cool. The torso is the same one that was used in the Death Star battle pack, which had the 2 Imperial Guards and 2 of these guys. But yeah, the torso print on him is pretty reasonably good. I think the face is pretty good as well. No back printing on the face, but there is back printing on the torso. And the helmet is pretty cool because it does have those little red and blue dots on there, which it's just kind of a cool little detail. Nice extra detail. And I believe that is the thing that is different from the helmets before. Like, I think that's what this version of the helmet introduced, but I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I guess it could also have to do with the symbol, but I think the symbol is the same. I don't think they changed anything there. The set also gives us a new version of the Obi-Wan variant from A New Hope, and the torso is actually new on this version, but that's just kind of a slight update, really. And the torso has been reused twice since in both the Obi-Wan's Hut set and the new Mos Eisley Cantina from 2020. The hood mold is actually brand new for this guy as well. In dark brown, it has only appeared here and in the new Master Builder series / UCS Mos Eisley. So, you know, it's cool to have gotten in here, and this is definitely a cheaper way to get it. I think it looks pretty good for the most part. You know, it's a good version of this character. The face print, though, is one that has been in use since 2014, designed for Obi-Wan, and I believe only ever used for Obi-Wan, so, you know, it's cool. But the one thing that's kind of disappointing about that is that he only gets a single expression. I mean, I guess he doesn't have many expressions in A New Hope, but, you know, it would have been nice to get some sort of variation there, I think. You know, that's one thing that, you know, they could do to have taken him kind of to the next level, but his cape is a kind of older, stiffer fabric, but the torso print on his back looks, you know, pretty good for the most part, and he does get a lightsaber blade, you know, with the kind of metallic handle, which is pretty normal at this point for Jedi characters. But yeah, he's, you know, definitely a pretty good version, and you know, his this particular lightsaber blade is pretty clear all the way throughout. No real bubbles, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Overall, the set's just kind of, as a whole, pretty unremarkable. Basically, when it came out, the Obi-Wan was kind of a cool, sort of ish draw to the set, but you know, I don't think it would have been worth spending $20 to get this Obi-Wan, because it's not like it's that special. But you know, now a year later, it's really even less of a point to this one, because you know, if you just wanted the torso and everything, then you could just buy the Obi-Wan's Hut, which I think is a pretty decent set on its own. But if you really wanted this version with the hood, you could get the UCS Mos Eisley, which is a very good set in my opinion, and I may get it eventually. I hope to, but it is a little bit on the pricey side. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like Death Star Gunner, sure, he's kind of cool, I guess, but it's not like a character that I would be going out of my way to get. And the build here is nothing special at all, really. I guess it's okay, but I mean, it's nothing. There's no parts that are too rare. So if you really wanted to build it, you could probably build it yourself relatively easily. I mean, I guess for kids, I just don't think there's that much to play with here, so it's not super special in that regard either. It's just kind of there, and you know, something that I think is going to be pretty forgettable in the long run, honestly. But I mean, for $4, I'm not gonna complain about it really. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my full thoughts on this Death Star canon. Very strange subject material for a set. It's just kind of a weird thing for them to have done. Like, maybe it would have made a little bit more sense to kind of build the shield room a little bit better. But you know, including some random cannon with the shield room thing, it's a little bit of an iffy decision. But I mean, I guess it doesn't seem like it sold super well because it's been discounted pretty frequently on Amazon. But it's, you know, it's basically essentially a very mediocre set. So hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.